America's F-22 Raptor, or China's J-20 Mighty Dragon. On the surface, both jets are stealthy, twin-engine, super-cruising air dominance fighters built to control the sky. But the closer you look, the more you see that they're solving slightly different problems. The F-22 was designed in the late Cold War as the ultimate air superiority machine. Its entire shape is about stealth from every angle. Diamond-shaped wings, canted tails, internal weapons bays, and carefully aligned edges to scatter radar energy. Two powerful turbofans with thrust-vectoring nozzles let it go supersonic without afterburner and pull brutal high-G maneuvers, giving it both long-range and close-in advantages. China's J-20, by contrast, is newer and larger, with a long, slender fuselage, canards ahead of the wings, and canted tails. It's also designed around stealth and long range, but with a stronger emphasis on reach and missile volume. The J-20's airframe has more internal volume for fuel and weapons, and its mission set appears to lean heavily toward killing high-value assets, tankers, AWACS, and support aircraft that enable U.S. power projection in the Pacific. Weapons and roles bring the contrast into focus. The F-22 carries a mix of AMRAAMs in its main bay and short-range missiles on its sides, with a 20mm cannon for close-in work. Its doctrine centers on quietly getting into the best firing position, taking clean, beyond visual range shots, and still having the agility to dominate a merge if things collapse to visual range. The J-20, with its larger main bay, is believed to carry a heavier load of long-range missiles optimized to reach out and kill supporting aircraft from significant distance, potentially while being guided by off-board sensors. The F-22, though, is a more mature platform, with years of integration into US and Allied exercises, proven networking, and a deep tactics playbook. The J-20 is rapidly evolving. More airframes entering service, newer engines, and iterative sensor upgrades, but still building real-world experience and doctrine. So to answer the original question, which aircraft will win in a pure close-in dogfight? Most Western and even Chinese analysts would quietly bet on the F-22.
Why is China's J-16 almost twice the size of Sweden's Gripen E? Because these two 4.5 generation fighters were designed to fight completely different wars. The J-16 is China's heavyweight multi-role fighter. Based on the Su-27 airframe, it's over 21 meters long, powered by two WS-10 turbofan engines, and can take off weighing more than 35 tons. That extra size translates into more fuel, more weapons, and greater range. Armed with PL-15 long-range air-to-air missiles, PL-10 dogfight missiles, anti-ship weapons, and precision-guided bombs, the J-16 is built to escort bombers, dominate contested airspace, and project power far from China's coastline. The Gripen E follows the opposite philosophy. At just 15 meters long and powered by a single GEF-414 engine, it weighs less than half as much. Yet it can still reach Mach 2 and operate from improvised highway runways with a tiny ground crew. Sweden designed it to survive by dispersing, making it difficult to target before it even gets airborne. Its real strength lies in electronics. The Raven ES-05A ESA radar, Skyward GIRST, Advanced Electronic Warfare Suite, and Meteor missile allow the Gripen to detect, share, and engage targets long before they're in visual range. The J-16 is a long-range missile truck built for mass and endurance. The Gripen E is a lightweight networked fighter built to outsmart a stronger enemy. Two fighters, two doctrines, one fascinating engineering rivalry.
These are not just fighter jets. These are the most heavily armed aircrafts ever built, and today we will rank them by how much destruction they can carry into the sky. On number 5, the F-15E X-Eagle II. This is not a stealth jet. It's a flying arsenal. The Strike Eagle family can haul between 23,000 to nearly 30,000 pounds of weapons, more than many bombers of the past. Up to 12 air-to-air missiles, JDAMs, laser-guided bombs, 8 GM-158J ASSM cruise missiles, even future hypersonic weapons. With conformal fuel tanks and a powerful radar, the F-15EX acts as a high-speed missile truck, delivering massed firepower from standoff range. On number 4, the only Russian jet on this list, the Sukhoi Su-34 fullback. Russia's heavy strike fighter carries up to 14 tons of ordnance across 12 hardpoints. That includes FAB series unguided bombs, KAB precision-guided bombs, KH-29 and KH-59 air-to-ground missiles, and anti-ship weapons. Built for deep strike, the Su-34 combines payload with range, allowing it to hit targets hundreds of kilometers away without support. On number 3 is the Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit. Stealth changes the equation. The B-2 carries around 40,000 pounds internally, but every weapon is hidden. It can deploy up to 80 JDAMs in a single sortie, or heavy bunker-busting bombs like the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator. Nuclear capability adds another layer. It doesn't carry the most, but it can deliver anywhere. On number 2, the Boeing B-52H Stratofortress, a Cold War giant that still dominates the skies. With a payload of around 70,000 pounds, the B-52 carries everything from gravity bombs to AGM-86 cruise missiles, maritime strike weapons, and smart munitions. Its external pylons and internal bays allow flexible loadouts, turning it into a long-range strike platform that can saturate targets. And on number 1 is the legendary Rockwell B-1B Lancer, the heaviest conventional payload in the U.S. arsenal. Around 75,000 pounds of bombs, and in some configurations, even more. The B-1B can carry massive loads of JDAMs, cluster munitions, and long-range standoff weapons, delivering overwhelming firepower in a single run. Because in modern air power, it's not just about reaching the target. It's about how much force you bring when you get there.